Travel days, the necessary evil of travelers everywhere. Sometimes they go smoothly, sometimes they don't. But either way, when you make it to the other end, you'll definitely be glad it's over. Today we're going to take you on a realistic budget travel day from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur as we tackle multiple train systems and 2 international airports, showing you the less glamorous side of full-time travel. Our day started by hopping on the Singapore MRT system, taking us from our hotel back to Changi Airport. This included 2 transfers, cost us each about $2.13, and took about 40 minutes from start to finish. Once at the airport, we found something we had not encountered before. At Changi Airport, you do not go through security until you arrive at your gate, but you need to be aware they don't open the gate till about an hour prior to the plane boarding. On the plus side, this means you may have enough time to finish that $5 bottle of water you got earlier. But on the negative, once that gate did open, it was really chaotic with people trying to line up to get through the security in a very small space. We were flying on Scoot Airlines for the first time and had heard a lot of mixed reviews on what to expect, but we were pleasantly surprised with our ScootPlus experience. We found it to be a very comfortable premium economy set up in a 2-3-2 configuration, giving everyone more space and amenities. We had lots of legroom, push-button controls, stowaway tray tables, power plugs, and even adjustable leg rests. We also got free Wi-Fi and a meal, even though our flight was only going to be an hour and 10 minutes long. We will always look at the different tickets for each flight because you will find that most basic fare flights in Asia will only allow you either 7 or 10 kilograms total for your carry-on luggage and your personal item. And since we know our luggage weighs more than that and we're going to have to check our suitcases, we always compare the added checked luggage cost to our basic economy ticket, as well as checking out the premium economy or business class fares to see what works out to be cheaper or just a better deal. As I mentioned before, the ScootPlus option was actually cheaper than the basic fare ticket when we were booking our flight. $16 per person cheaper to be exact. So it was really a no-brainer opting for all of the upgrades that came with the cheaper ticket in premium economy. Before we knew it, we were landing in our 4th country of this trip, and it was time to try to tackle figuring out how to navigate another airport and then another new public transit system to get us to our condo. Like most airports, it was actually pretty easy to follow the signs first to immigration, then to baggage claim, and then to the KLIA Express train that would take us to KL Sentral station where we could hop on our connecting train to our condo. The KLIA train is an express train that only stops at the 2 airport terminals before heading into the heart of the city. The journey takes about 30 minutes, and the trains run from 5 a.m. to midnight daily and cost about $13 per ticket. This train is a great option if you don't have internet to call a Grab, don't want to take a chance on a local taxi ride, or just like streamlined, no-fuss transportation away from the chaotic airport. You can purchase your tickets with either cash or credit card from the kiosks before taking the escalator down to the platforms. Once you arrive on the platform, there are only 2 options, but you want to make sure that you use Platform A for the KLIA Express. There's a second train called the KLIA Transit that also uses the same route, but is not an express train. That train will make a few local stops before arriving at KL Sentral. Once your train arrives, you'll find lots of space to stow your luggage, super comfy seats, and lots of windows to get you your first glimpses of Kuala Lumpur. Once you arrive at KL Sentral Station, it is going to be really important that you know what line you need to transfer to get to your accommodation. So doing a little bit of research and having this planned out ahead of time will save you a lot of headache once you arrive. We learned from our pre-planning that we were going to need to find the green KL Monorail line to get us to our condo. So we followed the signs and walked into the chaos that was very much a central train station hub. On each side of the station, you're going to see entrances to the various train lines as well as ticket windows and ticket kiosks. We also found there was a lot of overhead signage and an information desk with really helpful staff in case you really just can't figure out where to go. After traveling for 9 hours, we'll take any help we can get, so we decided to double check our route at the information desk, and they told us to head up the escalators into the new Central Mall. From there, we should follow the tactile floor markers around the concourse to Sephora, where we would take the escalator down one level and exit the double doors to find the monorail line. Something else you should be aware of is if you don't have any Ring It on you yet, you're going to have to go to one of the ticket windows to buy your tickets, as the kiosks don't take credit cards. We needed to take the monorail 8 stops from KL Sentral to the Medan to Wangkou station, as this is where our condo was located, and that cost us about 78 cents per ticket. By this point, we had been traveling for about 10 hours. We were very tired, very cranky, and had taken 5 trains on 3 different transit systems, flown about 190 miles, cleared immigration in 2 airports in 2 countries, so getting to sit in this last train, knowing our day was close to an end, was definitely a relief. Next week, we'll pick up where we left off as we continue to share with you our Kuala Lumpur travels, starting with a complete tour of the condo we called home for our first 30 days. So make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos, as we're just beginning 3 months of traveling through Malaysia and want to share all of our adventures with you so you can plan your very own happy travels.